Are you ready to watch a beer explode all over the place when I open it? I got my paper towels ready. What's up, everybody? It's Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. Trying to get some of these beers in before I hit the road again. Who knows when this video will come out. But back in July, there was the Brewtubers Get Together 2025. It was down in Greenville, South Carolina. It was sponsored by Visit Greenville, South Carolina. Hashtag Visit Greenville, South Carolina. And unfortunately, I'd planned on going, but then a tour popped up. And unfortunately, the tour started right at the same time as the get-together, so I couldn't go. However, all the people down there were nice enough to put together a great package of beers and other swag and send it my way on this little break between the first and second leg of the Pantera Monomark tour. So one of the beers they gave me is this one right here. And before I forget, if you didn't check out my unboxing, go check out the two-part unboxing. Anyways, one of the beers they sent me is this beer right here. I'm getting it in now because when I opened the package, it's already popping out. The can is really tight. I have a feeling it's going to explode. I might have trouble even opening it, which is unfortunate. But it does happen sometimes, especially when UPS screwed up, held onto the box longer, a couple days longer than they were supposed to, and it looked like they kicked the shit out of the box. It was destroyed. Anyways, let's go to the one with the beer. This, excuse me, how crude. This is Let's Mangoooo from Fireforge Crafted Beer out of Greenville, South Carolina. Once again, hashtag Visit Greenville, South Carolina. It's a farmhouse or saison. Untapped says it's 7% alcohol. This says it's 7% alcohol. Untapped said it had 20 IBUs. Don't see IBUs listed so far. That's a motif on the can there. And no date on the bottom. On the back here in very tiny writing. Brewed and filled at Fireforge LLC. Washington Street, Greenville, South Carolina. Government warning, nobody cares about that. On this side, wow, it's going to be hard to read too. Fireforge was founded in June of 2018 to create with passion and serve with enthusiasm. Emphasizing hospitality in our tap room and regional ingredients in our beer. We feature an ever-changing menu for the adventurous spirit. Hey, there we go. Embrace the adventure. Thank you for imbibing with us. Love that word, imbibing. Independent craft brewery, the craft malt house thing. And that's everything on the can here. I'm excited to try this. I'm sure it's still good, but this is August, and Nutmeg to Palmetto sent everything out to me on, what day was that? Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. It was supposed to arrive Friday, arrived Saturday, all beat up. And when you get these fruited beers, saisons, things with active yeast, especially in this summer heat, they tend to start fermenting in the can, and I'm afraid that's what might have happened to this, and that's why this can is bulging out. A lot of the cans I received were dented from the abuse UPS gave them, but this one right here, I'm pretty sure is starting to re-ferment. So we're going to get on into it. On Untapped, it gets a 3.59 with 67 check-ins. Beer Advocate was not rated. And let's see if I can open this can and not make a giant mess. Wow, that opened a lot easier than I thought it would. I don't have any need for the paper towels. I expected that thing to blow up, but it did not. Happy days. Poured in the glass here. Although it is pouring out a big knobhead pour. I know some people like the knobhead pour, the hard pour. I don't like hard pouring, especially beers like this. Just too much head. Have to wait too long. But of course I'm going to have to wait too long anyways. Well, let's Mangooo. Saison with mango while we're waiting for this head to die down. Get a nose on it, see if I can smell anything through the head. Smells yeasty, horse blankety, farmhousey. Not picking up any mango, but it does have that stereotypical like farmhouse saison smell. Kind of like rustic. Again, that word horse blanket. Yeasty. At least that head's dying down fairly quickly. That is super cloudy, lighter yellow, probably about a 4 on my SRM chart. And that is just super hazy, super cloudy. And that head is turning into big soap bubble heads. A big soap bubble head. Let's get into it. I hope this beer's still good, because again, when you see that can being pressurized like that, it always worries me. Thank you all. Thank you to everybody that was at the Brewtubers Get Together. Really appreciate the gift. Cheers, everybody. Light body. Surprisingly, no carbonation in there at all. I mean, I shouldn't say no carbonation, but it's not overly carbonated. Which a lot of times you get with these farmhouses and saisons that can be over-carbonated. Man, my nose is itching. Sorry about that. Light bodied. It does have that like funky farmhouse, horse blanket, earthy, yeasty kind of flavors to it. But they're tempered by a lush, sweet fruitiness. A very juicy, sweet fruitiness that tastes. It's going to sound kind of weird. It tastes like biting into a fresh stone fruit, but not necessarily a mango. Like, it's more along the lines of that like fresh stone fruit kind of flavor when you bite into a fresh stone fruit, like a peach or something. But the mango flavor isn't really discernible enough to say it's mango. It is delicious though. It's got just enough of that light farmhouse funk mixed with that sweet, fresh fruitiness. This is absolutely magnificent. I would probably have given this a 2 horns up had this not been called Let's Mango and Saison with mango, because when you put those words on the can, I expect big, punchy in the mouth mango flavors, and the mango is just really subdued to the point that it still tastes like fresh fruit, but I can't discern that it's mango. But I'll still give this a big horns up. Absolutely delicious. I'm surprised it survived. Again, I was worried about the can, the way it was popped out, and how tight the can was. I was worried that it had re-fermented crazily in the can and was going to explode on me, but it did not. So that's super cool. Go visit Greenville, South Carolina. Apparently there's a ton of breweries there. Sounds like it's an awesome spot for the Brewtubers. Make sure you go check out Brian the Beer Snob, Shane's Craft Beer Review, What's Your Beer, Blue Ice, Ethan's Beer and Vinyl, Dave's TV, Nutmeg to Palmetto, Half-Ass Beer Reviews, and Wayne's Beer Delivery. All excellent people. I'm humbled by the gifts you guys sent me. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all to my subscribers. Shout out to you all my subscribers, and shout out to anybody that made it to the end of this video. As always, embrace the adventure.